moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stress. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stress. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stress. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stress.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha blesses me.
Yeah. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Tats and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student felon. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game, all brand new chain. I swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it. Then she give me, ooh yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the I do. Don't want no, they pull up with they. It's times three, that's how it go. Park $1 million at the we gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and PJ. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Flash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the call, gotta. Yeah. Now smash, tats and goals, rock the shows, big bang rolls, cash. Now she go for the team, now she don't ski, splash. Think about folks not on the ground, man, the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about folks not on the ground, man, the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dust, freeze, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics for that baby, wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a leg with till they explode?
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here.
Many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, Mayfield underneath for Johnson. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Mayfield now on second down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They run it with Balaj. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Balaj. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dre. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun, escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
Gone!
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Gone! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets it to Gordon. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Leopard!
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2nd down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Njoku. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep winging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now let's go! Blue Liney! Blue Liney!
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson taking it in. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB. And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done. Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at the 34. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Johnson, and not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Third and long for Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Johnson, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Charles Harris able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll set up to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's got this down to the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 30 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to Johnson again. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. There goes Duke Johnson. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big run there by Johnson. 67 yards. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now.
Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Gone! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First down, Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mayfield on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. To throw here on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Barrage again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Room to run past midfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey. Watch it now, Barney.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Being chased out left. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 38.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flush to his right. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Mayfield with it once more. The quick slant caught. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the bed like a Monday, Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, he said it's pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Hit up from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they